Hey, good people. Well, this is a perfect example of negative training I talk about. When you train, you have to train the way that reinforces the right way or the safe way. And I'm far from Mr. Safety Sally on most things, but when you're dealing with incidents that you can die from, there needs to be some processes to prevent from what happening here. So this guy right here, he's going to climb this rock, and you're going to notice right here that there is a rope. See this rope that's connected to this girl? It's called a safety line. So when you get to the top, or if you fall on the way up, you don't get hurt. It controls your descent. So this guy, by his actions, has been doing this for a long time. He set up his camera, he got distracted from his normal routine, and he failed to hook up. Now, I think this girl notices this. So he broke from his protocol because he set the camera up, didn't hook up and check and double check, which is why when I was teaching rappelling, your knots had to be tied correctly so I could look at it visually and tell it was a proper knot. If you tied a crappy knot, I would make you retie it because I need to be able to look at it before you get on that line and you go out of a helicopter or off a building, that I know I've double checked and it's corrected. Same way with how the carabiner's hooked up to the rope. If you're fast roping, you got gloves, your feet are in the right position, there's not a whole bunch I can do it. You know, you're taught the technique and you go out the fast rope. But when you're hooked up to a rope, it's got to be connected right so the brake will work, and it's got to be connected right so it'll stop you, and the line that you're jumping off of has to be tied right with a safety line on it or a secondary anchor point so you don't. Obviously, in an actual situation, a lot of these things get pushed to the side because you have a mission, you're time sensitive, you may be under fire, you may be in a hurry. So a lot of the safety goes away, but in training, you have to have these processes. So whoever trained him or however long he's been doing this, he skipped one little step. And I don't know if he dies or not, but you'll notice here, you see her looking? So she's looking, sees that his rope isn't connected, and doesn't tell him. Probably because she's afraid, thinking that he's just being cool and he's did it on purpose. He's probably a regular. He knows what he's doing. I don't know what I'm doing, so I won't say anything. That's why, you know, at a gun range, they say safety is everybody's position. If you see somebody point a gun or not point a gun, it's everyone's responsibility to correct any safety violations that get somebody hurt. Well, I would say here, someone should have yelled at him, dude, you're not hooked up. You know you're not hooked up. It's probably against policy. It's probably against the rules, and it's unsafe. You're a grown man. You can do what you want. I just want to make sure you know you consciously didn't hook up. And he probably wouldn't have did what he's about to do when he gets to the top. So he climbs all this way, again, thinking he's hooked up. He's done it so many times. He's good. He's experienced. He's got his shit together. And he jumps when he gets to the top like he would with a rope on. And the rope would normally control his descent. Except he's not hooked up. And that's not good. He could have prevented it. He changed his routine. He could have prevented it by making better muscle memory and checking and double checking before you get on it. A little process we would say in the military is on belay, off belay. That means the guy down at the bottom of the rope is there to help you. Obviously, you don't have belay man when you're jumping out of a chopper. There's things that we call out and we check. It's everyone's responsibility to check everyone else's gear. It's everyone's responsibility to check their own knots and everyone else's knots. And you can look at that, and everybody is always checking to make sure everyone doesn't end up like this guy. Not a good way to end his fall there, but again, in his mind, he's hooked up so many times, and when he gets to the top, he jumps, and the rope controls his descent. The only step he missed is he didn't hook up. Lesson learned. All right, checklists, muscle memory. See y'all.